Hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do an unbox of the Iflight 2506 1250 kV motors. And this is going to be for the 7-inch build on the Iflight XL8 frame. So, well, first of all, I just wanted to mention that the bell on this motor, on all of these, the bell, you can feel it. So I hope that there wasn't any way that these were squished during shipping to kind of oval the bell, because you can feel it right there. So yeah, it looks like a thin piece of foam, but the bell actually exceeds the packaging for some reason, and it just squishes into the foam, and you can feel the bell on both sides of that. So, interesting. Alright, so inside the package you receive, looks like 4 mounting screws. Let's see here. Yeah. It feels like stainless. It's not magnetized, so I would say stainless. And the shank on that looks to be 8 millimeters. So we have 8 millimeters shank on that screw. And here's the motor. Oh, they're not very notchy. They're pretty smooth. So they must have a decent gap between the magnets. I'll give you some close-up looks here in a second. I'm kind of checking it out too. Looks like I don't know if that's aluminum, but it is a locking nut. It has a nylon locker in there. Feels like plastic, but so we'll have to see how that lasts. And the shank on the motor, it looks like titanium, and it is hollow. I'm really surprised about how smooth these are. And underneath we have a retaining screw and a bushing. Looks like the bushing is being pressed to the bearing on the other side. And if you notice, the bushing actually exceeds the base. So let's measure the diameter of that. Looks like we have just a little over 6 millimeters. So in your frame that you're going to choose, you want to make sure that that hole is bigger than this bushing, because otherwise your motor's not going to sit flush on the frame. And of course this hole's quite large, so plenty of movement, no problem there. Just give you I don't know if the camera will pick that. So there's a little bit of play in there. You definitely don't want that rubbing on your frame. So as that spins, let me give you a close-up look here. So as that center spinning, you do not want that contacting the inside of your frame. So while we got a close-up here, I noticed that there's no strain relief on the wiring. These wires go directly into the motor windings, and I am moving that around without any strain relief. I don't see any glue or anything to hold that in. Yeah, that movement is going directly to the windings. So maybe after you mount it on your frame, you're going to want to put a zip tie, or you're going to want to put something to give it a strain relief in case the wires get pulled on. We do have a knurling and it seems like it's substantial enough it's going to bite into the prop. All right. Did I mention that the windings are single? They're nice and thick looking. Kind of get an idea. And while we're here, we can see the air gap between the magnets. The magnets are curved, and they do have a little catch lip on the bell, so you kind of see the air gap in there. It's quite a bit, really. I don't know if we're going to lose efficiency on that or not. We'll have to see. But they're definitely smooth. Just giving you a good look in there. Alright, so we have the XL8 frame. And just wanted to show you here that the wires are not long enough for this frame to go to a 4-in-1 ESC. The wires are 150 millimeters from the edge of the bell. So they are not going to reach my 4-in-1 ESC, which I'm using the T-Motor 55 amp 4-in-1 ESC. So I'm going to need an extension, which I picked this up from Race Day Quads. And it's just a PDB with already having, it already has the wire extensions on it. So I'm doing a Dow 7056 prop. I'm going to place the PDB right where the tip would strike, right about there. So now I have plenty of wire to reach my, get that in frame for you there. I have plenty of wire to get to my 4-in-1 ESC. And the wire thickness on my extension is thicker than what came with the motor, so shouldn't have any resistor action or any heating up or anything like that. So this should do the job just fine. And they also provide a little sticky patch in there so you can adhere it to your frame. So yeah. If you have any questions about this motor, feel free to leave it in the comments, and I'll try to answer your question to the best of my knowledge, and we'll see you on the next one. I really appreciate you stopping by my channel and checking this out, and hopefully this helps, with your build or what you got planned. So, hey, thanks again, and have a good one.